Hi, and welcome to the first episode of the Cybersecurity Cafe. I'm Rafi Jim. In this podcast, we're going to look at the effects of cybersecurity issues with a small business from a practical perspective while minimizing the use of technical language wherever we can. Cybersecurity is like having a lock on your front door, but in this case, for your computer and your online activities. It's about protecting your information, which could be your personal details or your business data. This information could be stolen or even damaged by people who aren't supposed to have access to it. This is done by using various methods, like creating strong passwords, installing security software, and being careful about emails that you open and the websites you visit. Just like you wouldn't leave your front door open when you go out, cybersecurity ensures that your digital doors are locked too. So, why is cybersecurity important for small businesses? Well, small businesses often handle sensitive data just like big companies do. This includes customer information, financial records, and proprietary business details. Cybersecurity measures help protect this kind of data from unauthorized access or theft. Cyber threats like malware or ransomware can disrupt business operations, leading to downtime and loss of revenue. Effective cybersecurity and cyber resiliency can prevent these disruptions from taking a negative effect on your business. Customers need to trust that their personal and financial information is safe. A small business with strong cybersecurity measures can provide this assurance while strengthening customer relationships. And depending on the industry that you work in, small businesses may be required to implement certain cybersecurity measures to comply with laws and regulations. Noncompliance can result in hefty fines and legal consequences. Cybersecurity incidents can result in significant financial loss due to operational disruption, data recovery costs, and potential lawsuits or fines. In today's digital age, no business is too small to be a target. Therefore, investing in cybersecurity is not just a necessity, but a smart business decision. Here are some facts that highlight the prevalence of cyber threats in small businesses. 82% of ransomware attacks in 2021 were against companies with fewer than 1,000 employees. Small businesses receive the highest rate of targeted malicious emails at 1 in 323. In 2020 alone, there were over 700,000 attacks against small businesses, totaling $2.8 billion in damage. Here are some common types of cyber threats that a small business may face. First is phishing. This is a type of attack where cyber criminals impersonate legitimate organizations to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information, such as passwords or credit card numbers. Phishing attacks often occur in email, but can also happen through text messages, phone calls, or even social media. You've probably seen these in your inbox yourself. In a real life incident detailed by Abnormal Security, cybercriminals impersonated an office manager of a small safety management business and emailed the facilities manager of a food distribution company. The email asked about the status of payments for outstanding invoices and indicated that the payment details had been changed. This led to an invoice fraud and a loss of cash. In a recent ransomware attack, Garmin, a navigation and fitness wearables company, was hit with a ransomware attack in July of 2020 that downed service for virtually all its customers. Hackers deployed the ransomware tool Wasted Locker, which encrypts data on a company's digital infrastructure, and they held the company for ransom. In a ransomware attack, cybercriminals use malicious software to encrypt the victim's data and to demand payment, usually in cryptocurrency, to restore access. Many times, they will also add an extortion piece that will say, if you don't pay us, we're going to release this data to the public. These attacks can cause significant downtime and data loss for a business. Garmin, the well-known navigation and fitness wearables company, was hit with a ransomware attack in 2020 that downed service for virtually all its customers. Hackers deployed a ransomware tool called Wasted Locker, which encrypts data on all their company digital infrastructure. A data breach can occur when unauthorized individuals gain access to a company's business data. This could include customer information, financial records, or the proprietary business information that they hold. Data breaches can result in significant financial and reputational damage. In one case, Green Ford Sales, a car dealership in Kansas, lost $23,000 when hackers broke into their network and swiped bank account information. Maybe that doesn't sound like a lot, but in addition, they also deployed malware. Malware is a broad category of malicious software that includes viruses, worms, and Trojans. Malware can disrupt business operations, steal sensitive data, and cause other types of damage. In the same incident, this car dealership lost $63,000 before the company caught on. because the malware added 9 fake employees to the company's payroll in less than 24 hours. In a distributed denial of service attack, cybercriminals overwhelm a business's website with network traffic, causing it to become slow and unresponsive. In 2018, the Danish rail operator DSB experienced a DDoS attack or denial of service attack, taking down its ticket buying system, slowing down trains and costing a lot of money. With insider threats, these threats come from within the organization. They could be your employees, they could be contractors, or anyone else who has legitimate access to your business systems. Insider threats can be particularly difficult to detect and prevent. In a chain of instances in March and April 2021, the city of Dallas suffered a massive data loss because of an employee's negligence. What are the potential impacts to a small business? First is financial loss. Cyber threats can lead to significant financial loss. This can come in the form of operational downtime, loss of business due to reputational damage, or direct theft of money from business accounts. For example, ransomware attacks often involve the attacker demanding a ransom to restore access to business data or prevent them from exposing this data to the public. The cost of these ransoms can be substantial, and there are no guarantees that access will be restored, even if the ransom is paid. A cyber attack can severely damage a business's reputation. If customers feel that their data isn't safe with a business, they may choose to take their business elsewhere. Large companies have a tendency to be able to weather this kind of issue. However, small companies are prone to this kind of loss of trust, and it can be very difficult to recover from and impact the business's bottom line, or in some cases, cause the businesses to close. Businesses are legally required to protect certain kinds of data, such as personal customer information. If a business experiences a data breach and it's found that it did not take the necessary precautions to protect its data, they could face legal consequences. Cyber threats can cause significant disruption to a business operations. For example, a distributed denial of service attack can make a business's website unavailable, preventing customers from making purchases or accessing services. Similarly, malware can disrupt a business's internal systems, making it difficult or impossible for employees to do their jobs. So, what can a small business do to help prevent or be able to recover from these situations? First is invest in robust cybersecurity measures. Implement strong cybersecurity measures such as creating strong passwords, implementing multi-factor authentication, installing security software, and providing employee training on recognizing and avoiding cyber threats. Second, we regularly update your security protocols. Stay proactive by regularly updating your security and software to mitigate vulnerabilities and stay ahead of cyber threats. Educate your employees. Educate employees about cybersecurity best practices, including how to identify phishing emails, the importance of secure passwords, and the risks of clicking on suspicious links and downloading unknown files. Implement a regular data backup system to ensure that in the event of a cybersecurity attack or data breach, that critical information can be restored without significant loss. Backing up your data is not enough. You also have to test those backups and make sure that you're able to recover. And finally, stay informed and vigilant. Stay informed about the latest cybersecurity trends and threats facing small businesses. Remain vigilant by monitoring network activity for signs of unusual behavior or potential breaches. I hope this gives you a good primer of the importance on cybersecurity for small businesses. Stay tuned for next episode. We're going to talk about the risks associated with employees and how to educate them to ensure that they are the best part of your defense against a potential issue. Until next time, stay safe.